Good evening, this is Capital News for Thursday, August 13th, 2026. I'm Ivor Wharton, and here are the stories we're tracking this evening. Regional Bar Associations voice confidence in CCJ call for investigation, and teenager held after quarantine man dies following altercation. We will return with the news.
GCOM will be conducting a claims and objections exercise commencing July 1, 2026 to produce an official list of electors, OLE. GCOM has posted the preliminary list of electors, PLE, in all registration divisions across Guyana for you to check whether you are listed and if so, whether your particulars are accurate. If you will be 18 years or older by June 30, 2026 and you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent or naturalization, or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more, you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE. If you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE, you are required to apply for registration if your name is not in the PLE, apply for a transfer if you have changed your address since you were registered, apply for a name change if you have changed your name, or apply for a correction if your registration particulars are incorrect. Any person whose information on the PLE is incorrect can apply for such information to be changed or corrected. Any person applying for a change or correction to his or her particulars must provide the relevant original source document, birth certificate and deed poll for a name change by deed poll, birth certificate and marriage certificate for a name change by marriage. Divorce absolute in the case of a woman who is desirous of reverting to her maiden name from her married name, birth certificate, adoption certificate, naturalization certificate for correction of minor clerical errors. Visit the GCOM registration office responsible for your area of residence to conduct any of the above transactions. The claims aspect of this exercise will end on Tuesday, July 14, 2026. For more information, contact the GCOM on 225-0278-9 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
Thanks for staying with us on Capital News. Regional Bar Associations voice confidence in CCJ, calls for investigation. Two regional bar associations have issued a joint statement on the controversy surrounding the Caribbean Court of Justice, calling for urgent investigation while affirming their continued confidence in the court. The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States Bar Association and the Organization of Commonwealth Caribbean Bar Associations released the joint statement following recent media reports touching on the independence of CCJ judges and the court's functioning and administration. The bar associations acknowledged the prior statements issued on the matter. The associations also noted their bar associations have supported the CCJ's growth for years, working toward it becoming the final appellate court for all CARICOM states. They said the court has operated for over 23 years with structures in place to protect judicial independence, attract top legal talent, and ensure secure funding through RJLSC and a board of trustees. Addressing the controversy, the bar associations raised 4 points. First, they called the public disclosure of private judicial emails disturbing and unfortunate, saying it requires immediate investigation, whether caused by an intentional leak, accidental disclosure, or hack, and urged urgent scrutiny of the CCJ's technical and security systems. Second, they said the accusations reported in the media must be urgently investigated for veracity and accuracy, with the RJLSC facilitating discourse and taking responsible action. They said it remains unclear whether the matters reflect legitimate institutional concerns or internal politicking, grandstanding, or misunderstandings. Third, the associations urged CCJ judges with support from the RJLSC and distinguished past judges to resolve internal matters openly among themselves. They pledged full support, including help facilitating mediation. Fourth, they asked the media covering the matter to remain measured, accurate, and fair. The bar associations affirmed their full confidence in both the CCJ and the RJLSC, saying they are confident the institutions are equipped to resolve the issues in a manner that preserves the court's dignity. GTUC calls for investigation into CCJ leadership divisions. The Guyana Trades Union Congress, GTUC, has written to CARICOM's Secretary General, The chairman of the Conference of Heads of Government and the Regional Judicial and Legal Services Commission, demanding an internal investigation into reported divisions within the Caribbean Court of Justice, CCJ. The letters sent follow leaked internal correspondence, first reported by the Trinidad Express on Sunday and then covered widely by regional news agencies. That report said 5 of the court's sitting judges had raised serious concerns about the leadership of CCJ's president, Justice Winston Anderson, including allegations of authoritarian management, attempts to influence judicial outcomes, manipulation of judicial panels, and disputes over case administration. The GTUC stressed these remain unproven allegations, but said their seriousness warrant examination by regional authorities. The trade union body said the better path to protecting the court's credibility is a proper examination of the concerns, not silence. The union body noted the CCJ's unique standing as final appellate court for 5 of CARICOM's 15 full member states, Barbados, Belize, Dominica, Guyana, and St. Lucia, despite the bloc representing 23 countries and territories. It warned that reports of dysfunction could deter other states from joining the court's appellate jurisdiction. Particular concern centers on the D. Almada versus Trinidad and Tobago case where Justice Ibu Osoji reportedly alleged he was removed from the panel after disagreeing with Justice Anderson on a point of law. The GTUC said judges must be free to disagree on legal questions without risking removal from cases. The controversy also coincides with the CCJ's handling of extradition proceedings involving Guyanese opposition leader Asruddin Mohammed and his father, Nazar Mohammed. The workers' advocacy body said it is not alleging that ruling was improperly reached, but that appearance of impartiality matters in politically sensitive cases. The Congress is calling for an internal investigation into the leaked correspondence, a review of judicial panel assignments, including the D. Almada matter, an assessment of safeguards against political or partisan influence, a review of the court's governance arrangements, and a public disclosure of findings, subject to judicial confidentiality. The credibility of the CCJ is a regional asset. Its integrity is a regional responsibility, the GTUC said, urging CARICOM leadership and the RJLSC to act promptly and transparently. More news after this break.
Now you can do more. In your hands, 'cause every Friday is super payday. Every day, every day, every day, every day is payday. Every Friday is super payday.
GCOM will be conducting a claims and objections exercise commencing July 1, 2026 to produce an official list of electors, OLE. If you will be 18 years or older by June 30, 2026, and you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, or naturalization, or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more, you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE. GCOM has posted the preliminary list of electors, PLE, in all the registration divisions across Guyana for you to check whether you are listed, and if so, whether your particulars are accurate. If you have changed your address since you were registered, you need to visit the GCOM registration office responsible for your new area of residence to apply for a transfer. Tuesday, July 14, 2026 is the last day you can apply for a transfer during this exercise. For more information, contact the GCOM on 225-0278-9 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
The Guyana Lottery Company introduces Multi-X Lucky 3. It's new, it's exciting, it's the Lucky 3 game you love to play, but with more chances to win bigger. Multiply the excitement and increase your winnings by up to 5 times with Multi-X Lucky 3. Lucky 3 with the Multi-X option is available for the afternoon and evening draws. It's your choice. Just ask for the Lucky 3 Multi-X when you play. You don't want to miss your chance to win big with Multi-X Lucky 3. Remember, a ticket a day can make you rich today.
Welcome back. Teenage boy held after quarantine fisherman dies following altercation. A 15-year-old boy has been taken into custody in relation to the death of a 55-year-old fisherman of Dukestown, Riverton, quarantine Berbice on Wednesday. According to a statement issued by the Corporate Communications Unit of the Guyana Police Force, initial investigations found that the fisherman identified as Asmat Mohammed Hussein was involved in an altercation with the teenage boy about 21 hours, during which he sustained injuries. Hussein was rushed to the number 75 regional hospital where he succumbed to his injuries while receiving treatment. The teenager was subsequently arrested and remains in custody assisting with the investigation. CCTV cameras in the area are being reviewed as part of the investigation. A post-mortem examination is to be conducted on the remains to ascertain the cause of death. Father of 5 drowns in Mucka, East Bank Demerara Canal. A 58-year-old father of 5 is dead following an alleged drowning in the Mucka East Bank Demerara community where he lived. Reports are that Otis Forrest, an employee of the local Neighborhood Democratic Council, was pulled from a canal in Block B, a farming area within the community. Relatives said Forrest had been ill for some time. His daughter, Dacia Holmes, said she was at home sleeping when she received a call.
Well, I just get a message I hear say he fall down inside the drain. I don't know, what else will happen or what happened.
She said her last conversation with her father was 2 days ago.
Therefore, yesterday, he called me and he asked me if I alright. And he asked me if I call you, and I said no, Dad.
Otis's sister, Cheryl Forrest, says she was shocked at the death of her brother as she and her niece, Dacia, described him as very loving.
Dad is a very nice man. He helped a lot of people here. So he's a very nice man. That's all I could say. He's a very nice man.
He's a loving father. A loving father. If you get to put him up, you go wrong. But he's a loving father.
A niece who did not want to be identified said her uncle's death was hard as this is the 3rd death the family has experienced within a matter of months.
I'm in awe and disbelief right now because, I would have spoken to him last night, and just to come home from work and hear of this tragedy is really heart-wrenching because I would have lost my eldest auntie last year along with my father, and to hear this is really saddening and heart-wrenching.
The family said Otis's death will impact them greatly, as neighbors described him as very helpful, a good friend, who was always willing to give them a listening ear. The matter remains under investigation by the police. A post-mortem examination is to be conducted on Otis Forrest's remains to determine his cause of death. More news on the other side of this break.
Of dreams, 30 years of wins, one big celebration. Daily Millions is turning the excitement all the way up for the Guyana Lottery Company Limited's 30th anniversary. For 30 years, we have been creating winners, sparking dreams, and rewarding lucky players across Guyana. From July 31 to August 31, 2026, buy $1,000 or more in Daily Millions tickets for a chance to win millions. More tickets mean more chances, more excitement, bigger wins. Check the press posters and social media for details. Must be 18 and over to play. So celebrate, play, and win with Daily Millions today. A ticket today could make you rich today.
Now you can do more, loan secure, save for a rainy day. Bills clear, cause every day is payday. Dream big plans, fresh cash in your hands. Cause every Friday is super payday. Every day, every day, every day, every day is payday. Every Friday is super payday.
Welcome back. And in the region, Regionally, the Caribbean Media Corporation CMC reports that CARICOM Secretary General Dr. Carla Barnett on Wednesday urged young people across the 15-member grouping to continue bringing forward their ideas, build across borders, and use their skills to strengthen communities and the wider region. In a message marking International Youth Day, Dr. Barnett said that CARICOM remains committed to working with young people in shaping the Caribbean future for dignity, opportunity, and progress. International Youth Day is being observed under the theme Different Contexts, Common Aspirations. The CARICOM Secretary General said that the theme reflects the reality that you come from different countries, cultures, and communities, yet many of your aspirations are shared. You seek quality education, decent work, safety, good food, opportunity, and a genuine voice in the decisions that affect your lives. These aspirations are being pursued amid rapid technological change, increased climate change-related disasters, rising living costs, crime and violence, and growing concerns around mental and emotional health. She said across generations, young people have helped shape economies, culture, sport, public institutions, and social movements, and that today the contribution continues through entrepreneurship, digital innovation, aquaculture, climate action, volunteerism, and the creative industries and community leadership. CARICOM recognizes that youth development is intrinsic to regional growth and sustainable development. When the experiences of young people are absent from decision-making, policies are less responsive to their realities. And that has brought us to the end of this edition of Capital News. On behalf of the news team, I'm Michael Wharton, thanking you for staying with us, and do enjoy the rest of your evening.